All right, Larry Krueger here at Levi Stadium for the Pig and a Pickle Crew Show with a little breakdown of everything that happened down here on a Monday in Santa Clara. And of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out. They're in Emeryville. They're in Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. And they do run out. So get there early, get some brisket chili, tell them the crew sent you. This 49er football season is also presented by Sleeper, fastest growing fantasy platform in the world. It's a one-stop shop. You get blazing fast news, real-time stats, group chat, season-long leagues, and of course Sleeper picks for daily fantasy. Use promo code Larry and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Links in the description. Terms and conditions do apply. Thanks to Sleeper for being a proud sponsor of the Crew Show. All right. We're down here in Santa Clara on a Monday. Since the Niners played on Thursday, they squeezed in an extra practice today. Players will get tomorrow off, and then they'll be back out here for a regular work week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, Sunday, game day against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers look good. Baker Mayfield just completed 87% of his passes. Emeka Egbuka looks like the best rookie receiver we've seen in years. And the Buccaneers, despite a bunch of injuries, are playing really good football. And they're going to be a tough test for the 49ers without a doubt. Now, Niners hit the practice field today. We only got to see a brief amount of practice. I mean, brief. A very brief amount of practice. It's hilarious. But Brock Purdy was not there. Which is good. You don't want, if Brock Purdy's ever going to get better, he's going to have to rest. And that means don't practice. And he shouldn't be practicing for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Get off the toe. Lay in bed. Do toe exercises. I don't know, but just stay off of it. Don't practice, that's for sure. So he was not at practice, which is a good sign. Mac Jones and Adrian Martinez were both practicing. And I say it's a good sign just because Brock needs the rest. Brock needs to rest that toe. He doesn't need to practice. It's not like he can do everything except for game day. No. If you're really resting it, then really rest it. And don't practice. So he wasn't there. Trent Williams wasn't there. Juwan Jennings was there, suited up. He's got the hip injury. I don't know if he practiced. Ricky Pearsall was out with the knee. CMC and D. Winters, I didn't see them either. On a side field practicing, George Kittle is coming back from the hamstring. Upton Stout, who's got an injury, I forget what it is. I think it's an ankle. Then you Alfred Collins with the knee, Ben Barch, and Jordan Watkins. They were all practicing on the side. In addition to them, I should say, Robert Beal and Derek Canteen. So the Niners had a whole bunch of guys practicing off to the side as they're getting ready for Tampa. The Niners did officially open the practice window today for Malik Mustapha. So they called him off the PUP list. Number 6 was back at practice today. And I guess the big question at safety is going to be whenever Mustafa's back, who sits? Is it Pinnock or is it the rookie Siegel? I think long-term, Siegel is a perfect fit for Mustafa. Mustafa's a hitter. Siegel's a cover guy. I think they're a perfect tandem. Pinnock is also really good in the box as a blitzer. So I don't know how they're going to utilize all 3 of these guys, but I would imagine Pinnock is the guy whose time will be trimmed when Mustafa gets back. But we haven't asked anybody about that, and it's all speculation at this point. Somebody sent me a note today. Do the 49ers have a quarterback controversy? Well, they really don't. What they do is they have a quarterback surplus, which is a great place to be in, right? Brock's the number 1 guy. Mac has said it. It's Brock's job, Brock's the Niners starting quarterback. Brock's the guy who got the $265 million. Brock is their guy. Mac Jones was brought here to back him up, and he's doing an amazing job. Now, could Mac become the guy over time? Sure. But we're not there yet. And, it's funny. Everybody's got to be on record with something dramatic happening to Mac Jones. it's amazing. I was listening to Adam Schefter, and he's like, the 49ers reprogrammed him, but it's absolutely Purdy's job. And I'm like, I don't know that the Niners reprogrammed Mac Jones. I just think that when you have a system that works, when you have weapons around you that can play, when you're better supported, that's going to help the quarterback. I think that's really it. I don't think he's reprogrammed. I just think that he's around a better team with a better offensive coach and a better game plan and better weapons, even with the injuries. He's surrounded by better guys, better talent, better coaching talent, better player talent. But I don't think there's a real controversy because I think Mac Jones knows that he's the backup. Now, if Mac Jones continues to play at some crazy pace and play amazing football, if Brock Purdy continues to be hurt, quarterbacks have lost their job because of injury. Heck, Jimmy Garoppolo lost his grip on the job because of an injury. You could argue that Joe Montana lost his grip on a job because he was injured. So don't let anybody tell you that injuries can't cost you your job. They absolutely can. But I don't think there's a quarterback controversy here. I think it's more than anything, it's just the Niners have two quarterbacks that can process and two quarterbacks they can win with. The Niners are in a good spot coming out of Week 5. They're one of 6 teams that are 4-1. Niners, Detroit, Philly, Tampa, Buffalo, Indy. Those are your 4-1 football teams. And the Niners are also all alone in first place, sole possession of first place inside the NFC West. 3-0 inside the division. They gained a game this weekend on the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. So it was a very, very good weekend for the 49ers, without a doubt. One of the big questions is, can CMC keep up this pace? He's on pace to wind up with 1,316 receiving yards this season. To put that in perspective, Roger Craig's best year was 85. He had 1,016 yards. This is 300 more yards than Roger Craig's historic 85 season. The record holder is Del Schaffner, who played with the Rams in the 50s. He had 1,097 receiving yards as a running back. So that's the record, 1,097. And CMC's on a 13-16 pace. I mean, that's just unbelievable. By the way, CMC forced 12 missed tackles against the Rams. 7 on the run plays, 5 on receptions. The Niners' defense, as far as EPA per play, with and without Nick Bosa, is huge. Now, it's one thing to win kind of a grimy game against the Rams, a division opponent, on the road, but we're going to find out this week if the Niners can really live without Nick Bosa. In weeks 1 and 2 with Bosa, the Niners were number 3 in the NFL, EPA per play on defense. Weeks 3, 4, and 5 without Bosa, the Niners have fallen from number 3 to number 26. 26. So there's no question the 49ers are going to need some help. Probably another big thing to look for this week is Kalia Davis. It seems like he's going to be out a couple games with an injury. Do the Niners promote Evan Anderson, who's more of a run defender, or do they promote Sebastian Valdez, who's more of a pass rusher, to take Kalia Davis's spot? That will be something to look for as the week progresses. All right, thanks to Pig in a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Thanks to Claw-Daddy Arcades for sending us to New Orleans. He's a great follow on Instagram at Claw_Daddy_Arcades. And thanks to Sleeper for sponsoring the Krug Show. And thanks to all of you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.